Hey everyone, this week I'm continuing my sermon series talking about what we are made for. And this week I'm going to be talking about being made for community. I'm telling one of my most favorite stories in the scriptures, the stories in the Gospel of Mark, where these four stretcher bearers pick up a man and they make their way to Jesus. There's such a big crowd that they can't get him to Jesus, and so they go and they take him through the rooftop so that he may be healed. The point of the story that I'm going to be sharing about this weekend is, who are the stretcher bearers in your life? Who are those who surround you, who encourage you, who make sure that you know that you matter, that you're not alone, and that you are loved? There's a story that I read this week on Facebook from Winnie the Pooh, and it talks about and gets to the point of how critical it is to have community, have those around you who remind you how much you're loved. This is the story. It occurred to Pooh and Piglet that they hadn't heard from Eeyore for several days. So they put on their hats and coats and trotted across the 100-acre wood to Eeyore's house. Inside the house was Eeyore. "Hello, Eeyore," said Pooh. "Hello, Pooh. Hello, Piglet," said Eeyore in a glum-sounding voice. "We just thought we'd check in on you," said Piglet, "because we hadn't heard from you, and so we wanted to know if you were okay." Eeyore was silent for a moment. "Am I okay?" he asked eventually. "Well, I don't know, to be honest. Are any of us really okay? That's what I asked myself. All I can tell you, Pooh and Piglet, is that right now I feel rather sad and alone and not much fun to be around at all. Which is why I haven't bothered you, because you wouldn't want to waste your time hanging out with someone who is sad and alone and not much fun to be around at all, would you now?" Pooh looked at Piglet, and Piglet looked at Pooh, and they both sat down, one on either side of Eeyore in his house. Eeyore looked at them in surprise. "What are you doing?" "We're sitting with you," said Pooh, "because we are your friends. And true friends don't care if someone is sad or alone or not much fun to be around at all. True friends are there for you anyway, and so here we are." "Oh," said Eeyore. And the three of them sat in silence, and while Pooh and Piglet said nothing at all, somehow, almost imperceptibly, Eeyore started to feel a very tiny bit better, because Pooh and Piglet were there. So who are those people in your life that can remind you that you are loved, that you matter? I hope that you find them in this particular community of faith, and I hope you'll join us this week at Hope to talk more about what we are made for. See you soon.